Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to LEGO City Undercover, and we are, with maybe some luck, we could be done today, but I don't think so. We've got a decent amount of things that we still need to do. Fresco here is 100% done, but this area doesn't have a fast travel, and it is specifically in the position where we need to collect a lot. So I'm gonna steal this car, and then we'll just need to fast travel. It's interesting, I'm using the boost, but it's barely even speeding up the ambulance, so the ambulance must be an incredibly slow car. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, we can see up here we've got a couple of things to get done. Alright, so we'll start with that. Now, how does one get to the top of Honey's parents' hotel while not in a mission? Guess we do it this way. There we go. Climb up to this point, and we've got this bee. Is there anything in this area? Let's just scan around for a second. I'm just in a room, so I can't scan anything. I'll just look at the difference when you're in a room versus when you're out of a room. Most of this area, by the way, looks to mostly be done. Alright. This fly section, I think I may not need to do. We're trying to get to the very top. Yeah. That's new. Okay. Meanwhile, I guess the elevator wouldn't work. Let's just experiment here and see where the elevator takes us. The elevator takes us to this platform, which is no good. That's not really elevator music that they played. Like, the thing you don't want people doing in an elevator is dancing and getting excited. An elevator experience should be dull, calm, and collected to address anybody who might have fears of riding in an elevator or being trapped in a potential falling coffin. If you want to call it that. We have one more district we need to conquer. This means I'm gonna have to do this whole thing a second time. Yeah, that probably won't be too difficult. Before we jump down though, let's just make sure we've seen everything and have a general idea that we've collected everything. I don't want to have to jump through this whole thing 2 or 3 times. It'd be nice if you could cheat it and start the thing one level higher. And they really screwing you by putting the camera in the wrong way. There's only three clocks. I just collected 2 of them. Come on, you going up or what? That's all 3 of them. Interesting. So I have 22 seconds to make it to the rest of the distance, and it's gonna spend several seconds in an animation but not count that against me, so I guess I'm fine with that, although that was rather off-putting. Not particularly hard. We've done ones that are way more difficult, and that's the last free run, so we're done with that. Now we have Frank Poolside. Unlocked. Are we gonna get Ellie telling us good job? Interesting, we didn't that time. She's hopped on and said good job in every other instance, but for some reason she didn't. Maybe they recognized at this point that I've heard that same 2 lines of dialogue they recorded a couple times, and I wouldn't really appreciate hearing it a 3rd time. Alright, this is a vehicle race. So, I'd say 50-50 chance that this goes in a full circle. If not, then we'll just need to deal with it. Now this section is tight because we've been through that narrow passage. It's a lot easier this time, but in a much smaller boat. We have 25 seconds. I think we've got plenty of time. This is one of the nicest areas, I think, visually. It's really a shame that this isn't the default area. This isn't the area that you spend a significant amount of time in. And then the music just stops. As if maybe the Wii U actually did not even have enough memory to have the full songs, and so they cut them out after a certain point. Like, one has to assume this is a glitch, but maybe it isn't. Maybe this was just bad development in general. Like, we didn't have enough room for the music. That'd be insane, though. There's no way that could be the case. A Wii U disc, I don't think was a Blu-ray, but let's just say it was a DVD. Alright, a double layer DVD is still 8 gigabytes. You could easily put in enough music, unless you just crammed it full of other content, and this game does not feel like it was crammed full of other content to the point where it would be incapable of having a disc full of music. And then certainly it would be an example of them not improving at all if they actually did know that the game was missing a complete songs, and still somehow they chose not to change it. Right. I'm just waiting here. There's nothing it seems like I can do. I can't switch characters. It's just waiting for the right color, I guess, to shoot. Maybe orange is glitched. So you get up here. And at this point, you can't jump out. There's nothing you can do. So that's not what they want you to do. I don't think a helicopter would get you up to that point either. So, yeah. Just be careful not to fall off. There's clearly a path. They want you to be able to walk. But there's no jump or anything. And that island is odd because that island here I've never been to. I don't think there's anything there. On the edges here there's no blue Lego things to climb up. And there's really no height advantage I could get. This is as high as I can get. That is not high enough to reach. Up there, we see a disguise booth. So how in the world am I supposed to reach that disguise booth? No, wait, forget it. Let's go check out this island. This looks interesting. There's so much in the islands that are the bigger islands that are unused and undeveloped. It would be strange, to say the least, if there was just this weird pirate island. But seems like that might be the case. Seems like this may be a time trial race. I just figured out some way to land. This is the lighthouse. Interesting. It's not been a really big expert level Lego lighthouse. That would be a lot of white and red bricks, obviously. But one more build. Alright, I bet what this is a teleporting Captain Bluffbeard. So you can't even see it. In fact, you can't see almost everything. You just have a generic standard skybox. Alright, so stand on that. Get up there. Get up here. There's a tiny 1 pixel thing. And you can't scan anything. And there's seemingly nothing else on this island. So both snapshot mode, kind of useless because this would be a nice picture of the area. We've got boats. We've got the line that says don't go swim any further or you'll get eaten by sharks. You've got some boats on either side of the line. Over there's the next section. Over here is a way up towards maybe a helicopter pad. Let's see. If we look at the map here, we're still 82% to go. One more police action, one more super brick build. Alright. Let's just come down from this side and make sure there's nothing. Just tap that A button. Guess we'll go up here and see if there's something I missed on this area. There's a decent chance. This is slow though. Do I want to summon a car and then risk falling off because I drove the car too fast and drove it off a cliff? There's a lot of walls here, so there's a decent chance that something is hidden. This is a jump we did in a time trial. This is just walls. This is just nothing, it seems. Just make sure we shoot everything. Is there something we missed? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like there's a flying jump or leap one could take. Ooh, here it is. I did miss something. Was there a more realistic way I was supposed to get to this point, or was that it? Just see the glowing green chicken spot and activate that. If I failed this would be incredibly frustrating, and it's incredibly silly to say the least that we're flying with a chicken to a disguise booth that is at the top of a roller coaster. You can see the boats have decided to crash in the lower left hand corner. And yeah, I don't understand why these cars aren't programmed more simplistically. Oh, it's not a police disguise booth, it's the final shield, which that alone might unlock a bonus level, or it should, but it didn't. It would have totally made sense if it had. There is an achievement for doing that, and it just unlocked a pop star. It seems weird. The way they've designed this game has you collecting 5 things in a lot of times to unlock a specific character as if that specific character is special in some way, but they really aren't. They don't play any role in the story. They don't show up in cutscenes. They're just random characters like all the other random minifigs. And while a pop star might be slightly more desirable to play as than, say, a random character or a janitor, it's not that different. Did I collect everything in this area? Let's double check, because we don't want to waste time if that's the case. There's still a vehicle. There's still several things to do. This might be the area that requires a lot of climbing to get to the top of this tower. Alright. I see something over here, so we should get that first. Try my best to avoid having to deal with climbing the full length of some of these shenanigans. Well, that's gonna take me somewhere. Let's see where that goes. Okay. Feel like I've already done that once before. I may not really need. Let's see, we see a pig over here. We see a police action over here. I may not really need to go over this way. Yeah. So I could risk it and try and fly up to this. We can get to the top and see if that's anything. Yeah, I think we've done this. Right, if I can just get the timing of the jump right. There we go. Yep. I did not need to come up here. But it is, I guess, a decent location to confirm that. Of course, the danger is I'll fall and miss my location, miss my jump. Like, I have no idea if I was gonna make that or not. And this doesn't want to do anything. Where's that police action? It's right here. Locate a gang. I feel like I've done that before. So this is either glitched or we've done it before. I'm not getting the B prompt, so I can't do it even if I wanted to, so we may have to make a special effort to come back to this area later. Meanwhile, we need to get to the pig, and I wouldn't be surprised if the way you get to that pig is by landing from a helicopter. Yep. Let's see if this works. It gets me up that high and no higher. Well, I'm successfully cheating this system. Does that pool need to be filled with water? That pool looks like it is full of water. And this jump that sends me over there isn't the jump I want. Right. I guess it's moderately safe to try this, but it's not really working. So that, is there possibly another way around? Nah, I just clipped through all of that. Yeah, I think I need a helicopter. I don't think I can get to the pig location. This is the final ATM, or a glitched ATM. I think it's a glitched ATM actually. Or it's the fast travel location, and I was confusing it for the ATM several times. One more of those and we'll be slightly better off. Right. So where are we now? 84%. There's still a vehicle. There's still 2 character tokens. There's the police action that's glitched. There's the pig. And there's a super build. The super build's the real questionable one. Like, where would that be? I guess it's very possibly up in that area also. Oh, I see some things over here. Let's get them. Is that the last disguise booth? All disguise booths activated now. So now we've unlocked the Coast Guard. Probably for unlocking that specific disguise booth. We're not going to get Ellie saying good job. Alright, we probably needed to build this loop-to-loop to get a vehicle to appear. And that's the last super brick construction. All of these valid reasons to get a bonus level unlocked. Let's see. Just run in this general direction, I guess.
Let's shake it.
Together, 3 surfboards. Alright, so we now know where that character token is.
I can't believe I only get a lousy half hour per month.
Alright, well, I guess what we do is we bring about a car, hop in this car, go this way, do the loop-de-loop to get the character stud, or vehicle stud, whatever it is. Sweetie, a bicycle. And next, I guess we go this general direction to get the other character's stud. And we'll just kind of make sure we're going in the right direction. Nope, it's that way. It doesn't point you in the direction you're looking last when you pull out of the scanner, which is illogical to say the least, because you see they pull out a actual scanning device and they would have had to turn their head. So now we have Surfer Girl unlocked. Alright. 94% done. 1 character token, 2 gold bricks. I think we're kind of good. Let's go this direction and see if we can find a disguise token. While we're looking. To the airport we go. We'll speed this up a little bit by driving just about this point, and then we'll spin around and see if we see anything, and then we'll
LEGO City.
go this direction. It doesn't look like there really would be anything in this tunnel. If there is something in this tunnel, it's hidden extremely well. I really think this tunnel is just supposed to be a connector. Alright. So we're looking for a character token, and we haven't gone above ground here, so this highway might be the location to look. Scanning for the character token from below the highway would probably have the highway block your view of it. And if this doesn't work, we'll just get in the helicopter and then see what that does for the Palm Sands area. We're seeing studs. And the thing we are looking for in this area is a character disguise token. So it's either somewhere over here or looped on some access road. Just really well hidden on an access road. Or just hidden particularly well in general. Do not see anything at all. It could be any underpass, it could be anything. Here's a thing. Have I not done this before? That's weird. That teleported a thing in to get me up to that point. Which, okay. That's not what I'd call super helpful or needed. But it's a thing you can do, I guess. Do these gates open? No. Alright, when we're in the water, when we right click, we don't have access to a vehicle. Maybe there's something under here, under this fishing shack restaurant. That would be smart. But it doesn't seem like there is. Now we've crossed into the next area. And there's no way up, and there's no boats. Badly designed, to say the least. You, I guess, are forced, if you can't find a place you need to go, I guess you'd be forced to just swim out to sea and get eaten by a shark. And see wherever that resets you. Or swim out to sea to see if maybe you can find one of these boats. All of which are moving way too fast for me to ever catch up with. So here's the line. So I'd have to have something either decide to cross this line or I'd just get eaten. I really don't have time for this kind of stuff. So let's just get eaten by a shark. A Lego shark. And it takes me back to the last place I was on dry ground. Oh no, I don't want to fall down in the water. That's a little too risky. So we'll not run along the outside of the fence, we'll go on the inside of the fence and see if there's a disguise token that is on the inside of the fence in this airport section. We can try and scan right now and see if we can see anything. And the answer to that is no. They definitely had a concept here. You wouldn't make such a big airport if there wasn't possibly some thought that at some point in the future they were going to implement the ability to fly a real plane, not just a helicopter. Which would have been kind of groundbreaking for LEGO games. But since you don't have that, since that wasn't what the final product was, you're left with a incredibly large empty area. Which, by the way, that still has a clue on it. So either I'm missing something or there's a glitch, and I assume it's just a glitch because we've seen other glitches in this very similar way. There's a lighthouse popping in and out. I have this super zapper gun, by the way. That's why this is destroying cars. And then there's just a lot of parking lots also. A lot of parking lots. Which really only just goes to prove that the creators of this game had familiarity with what an airport looked like, and not that they had any idea how to make a LEGO airport that was entertaining or interesting. Just random smattering of items. This isn't going to unlock anything. So, we know we found something in an underpass. So, I guess what I have to do is just check all the underpasses very thoroughly. All the access roads, all the areas. Base basketball hoop that you can't interact with, it seems. Just look around. So what I'm thinking is this area isn't going to have anything in it, but the next area will. And I don't think it's the access roads. That was where a collectible was. You don't get any bricks or anything for really breaking these cars. Look at just how many firewomen are here. Firemen and firewomen. That's gotta be a glitch. It should not be 100% firemen and firewomen. There's not some kind of firefighters convention that was mentioned going on in this location. So yeah, I think the game is losing stability by the second, and if I'm going to stand a good chance of succeeding at beating this game, I think I am going to have to save and exit after this recording. Otherwise, we're gonna run into scenarios like this where this is just turned into the Matrix, a clone army of firefighters. Yeah, and I'm not even in that area anymore. I transitioned back out of the airport into uptown. Yeah, unless there was a character token on the front face of the airport, it really feels like I've been everywhere and looked everywhere. It feels like something would stand out. Oh, look, there is something right at the front face of the airport. Interesting. Well, this is the problem, in a nutshell, is that we will just run into these kind of scenarios. We've unlocked the cleaner. Meanwhile, it would be easier to run around here and get in on the backside. So, does that put this at 100%? Yes, it does. So, if I can, for instance, scan way over in that direction, I guess maybe that clue is now finally gone. It would be way in this direction. There was a clue that was popping up, and that has now finally disappeared. So maybe that clue did have some relevance to what it took to unlock that character, but that character was unlocked, so there was no need to repeat that bit of information. Now, worst case scenario that would happen here is this wouldn't let me summon a helicopter. And then you get this helicopter, and you can't jump into the side and shoot the cannon. That's a shame. Like you would hope that some button would have done that, but none of them do. Yeah. I guess if they had focused on just making a specific, simplified Lego firefighter game, flying around in a helicopter putting out fires, might have been something that you would have wanted to do. Alright. I forgot, this is not even an area that we need to do this. So we'll just hop down here. Come on. Jump from them instead of landing. I guess that's to show that it's one way. I'd hoped we would have made more progress, but I guess we did alright today. Like, problem is, it's just another hour on top of another hour on top of another hour to do all this grindiness. If I could just get a little bit higher, I could get up here. And is this an elevator? Yes, it is. And this gets us, I believe, up to this point. And this floats us up to this. And tape, tape. Just gonna have to tap A lot. I feel like maybe I had a mission that had me go up this far and then no further. Let's see where this takes you. See, that wraps you around to there. And I definitely don't need to do that. I guess maybe I didn't have the Rocket Man ability to get up this high. But I also feel like I may be missing something, so I need to be careful. Let's go into scan mode. Make sure that there's nothing to scan other than that. Okay, so from this angle, we've got to jump up and there we go. You can't control the camera angles, and they've just picked some terrible camera angles. This is the last district to conquer, I believe. We've unlocked Space Rex Fury, I guess. We have 25 gold bricks left. Ellie should jump on and say good work.
Another task
She actually
finished off.
did
You're on
that
fire
time.
today, Chase.
Okay. So now we are in Uptown and we have one gold brick, which I believe would center around something. What could it be though? It's got to be the fast travel area. How is it that we missed the fast travel section? It would be something that looks like an ATM. It's got to be somewhere. We kind of just have to jump down from where we are. That's a long fall, but it doesn't particularly spook me. Maybe it would spook some other players. Okay. We're looking for something that would scan as an ATM, or because that's what I've been misinterpreting, something just in general. We kind of know what they all look like. They are walks down to a metro station and then blocked off by metal doors. So it's basically gotta be on street level. And since it's the fast travel marker, it really shouldn't have been difficult to find. If I was going to put it anywhere, I'd put it somewhere near the middle of the area. So something like this. That tunnel, I guess this might be the tunnel that has a bunch of stuff in it. So maybe this is where the fast travel station is. Mile marker 50. Mile marker 50 again. Yeah. I haven't been down here in this like parking lot, so 1, 2, it's some kind of aquarium section. Wow. An entire aquarium section that they did absolutely nothing with in the game. That's just crazy. It's so insane that that could possibly exist and you would miss it. Let's see if we can find the last thing that needs to be shot. There it is. And that'll unlock a character token right next to me. We've unlocked a paramedic. So there's a super brick here. There's a character disguise token over here. Is this gonna drain all the water out of the aquarium? I would assume the answer to that's no. Wow. Talk about an experiment. Just did it for... There's a character token up there too. So how does one reach that? You do it here. No surprise I couldn't find several things. Wow. Oten Hornfells. So what I just got were things in the Central Park area, or Crescent Park area, which is now 100% done. So we need to go back the way we came and find the fast travel section again. Or try to find the fast travel section again. That was in no way a waste of time, and totally helped, but
sorry, police business.
But it wasn't what I was looking for. We're looking for a fast travel area. That I assume isn't down in this area. That would be kind of silly. Just kind of driving around. See if I can run into the thing. Just crash into a bunch of things while we're trying.
Well, that wasn't my fault. Other places or other types of fast travel shortcuts they could exist is what I'm trying to think, because I really don't see a subway here. Or there it is right there. Alright. Okay. Final fast travel finally unlocked. That was just in a place where you'd never look, frankly. It's right next to the area where you would be leaving almost every time. I don't think you'd ever actually arrive from that road. Oh, so we've unlocked a new Emerald Night train. Cool. That's nice to know. I don't know if that's really gonna change much. No, Uptown is now 100%. Airport's 100%. Crescent Park is 100%. So now we're down to Bright Lights Plaza being at 97%, this being at 94%, this being at 100%, Pagoda being at 90%, this being at 97%, this being at 94%, and this being at 87%. And that leaves us then with just this being at 96%, this is 100%, this is 100%. I'm fairly certain this is 100%, and this is 97%. So, as it all boils down, that means we are at 91.9% in total, and we need to get, I guess, 14 more disguise tokens, 3 more vehicle tokens, and 24 more gold bricks, and it may start getting down to the point where we're only getting 2, maybe 3 things per hour as we slow down and have to find those last few things that are clearly way harder to find. I will take at least 50% of the blame for not finding that fast travel location. Clearly they thought it was in a good position and people would find it, but boy did I not. Like, on the back side of the museum where you never are, in this corner, right in the area where you would be looking this direction, excited about looking for something else to collect. Once we walked out of this area too, we're now mostly seeing police. Yep. I guess it doesn't really behoove me to to not just quit the Windows and reset this game, because it clearly needs it. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.